morning. This is Tom Cloud with my bi-monthly precious metals market update. You have to excuse me, my glasses today. I've had a little eye problem, but anyway, we'll get through some information here. October 18th, here we are. Israel's under attack. God's chosen people that have been from the beginning of time are under thing, and we are there to help them. And I pray this government will help them, and we as citizens can pray for them and what's going on over there. But it has a lot of effect on investments worldwide. We're seeing stories develop already in just a week of stories where Jews have come to other countries with gold and diamonds. But mostly the stories I hear about are gold coins is what they left with. As you saw, all of them leaving their homeland, in trucks and cars and planes. And then, of course, they had their valuables right there in their hands and on them. It just, again, proves, it's real money. It's recognized anywhere. It's going to help these people that would have no other way to help on a bank account that is closed in Israel for now. But anyway, we want to get down and look at this morning, October 18th, gold's up another $23. We're back to 1950 now, and I think we've just began to see, we saw 2070 early in the year, and then 3 weeks ago, it backed all the way up to the high 1700s. And now we find it all the way back to 1950 and a lot higher to go. Gold will become, there's so much going on now with the stuff going on in Israel that the Republicans haven't even got a Congress to approve a budget. Remember, the fiscal year ended September 30th, and we're now living with no constraints. Money can be printed even faster. Biggest budget deficit in the history of the world. People all around the world, the only thing they like about America now is they feel it's a safer place, and therefore they poured money into their treasuries, short-term U.S. treasuries that are paying record rates in the last 25 years. So we know the dollar is going to collapse. It's just now you got to get positioned for it because it's gone the other way with a short intervention in the middle. So as we sit at 106 on the gold, it was 99 on the world index just a few months ago. We've seen the dollar go up 7% against the world currencies, and we've seen gold come back down 6% before this latest run. But what's going to be standing is not going to be the dollar, more so than ever. This war thing's not over. In the Ukraine, Iran hasn't even got involved. Syria hasn't gotten involved. We're just dealing now with Hamas that we can certainly see them defeated, if you want to call it defeated, at some point. But what you've got to do is look at, the world has changed. Stock markets have changed. You need to have a lot less allocation in the stock markets than you've ever had. The middle class, even when the stock market goes up, is going to be the wealthy are going to get wealthier. Middle class is going to go down. I saw an article early this morning that people making $100,000 income, most of them couldn't save a penny. With the taxes and the cost of living up 7% this year, it just keeps going up. That's an average $700 a year just on groceries, one thing. So we're going to continue to see that, and hopefully you'll continue to allocate and look at what's going on geopolitically, what's going on economically, what's going on with wars and talk of war, and get your assets positioned, because we haven't even got to the next banking crisis. As I talked to my people in Europe, they all believe it's going to be, we've had 4 banks go under this year, and now we have over 180 on the stress that failed the stress test the last few Fridays. People, there's going to be bank crisis, and it could be your money. And unlike what happened out at Silicon Valley, where all the people that were using that banking system were taken care of, it's not going to happen to you or me. When our bank goes under, it goes under, and we are going to be the ones that loses the money. But the biggest thing to watch, and what has exploded the last few weeks, is the purchasing of gold by the central banks. You've got to get in the game. I mean, it's where your security is. There is nothing more secure than gold in the world right now. I'm not telling you to put 100% of your money or 50. I'm talking about to get a base, something you can get out of here if you need to, something that is going to go up or down based on not how much, based on how much money they're printing. But right now, when they do come back, Congress, as soon as Republicans get a Speaker of the House, we've got to have a budget, and it's going to be beyond anything ever seen in the history of the world financially. We've gone over $2 trillion in debt last year. Never happened in the history of the world. The interest on the debt went up $155 billion, just the interest. And there was nothing but more principal added these loans. And they're still talking about student loans. They still want to give all these student loans away. I mean, it just gets crazier and crazier by the minute. But just know there's a peace, there's a God of peace out there. And we need to be praying every day for that, for wisdom, for help, for our families and our friends and what in the world. I mean, this world is a beautiful place that's completely in disarray right now. So hopefully, things get better, but it's going to get a lot worse. And I can tell you the people I talk to in Europe, they're looking at $2,100 gold, possibly this year, possibly the next week or two. But worst case scenario, I'm not hearing anything below $2,200 for next year. So it is. Silver's also got a place in there, but gold, you need a foundation. That's money. Has been since the second chapter of Genesis, since there was gold spread commerce. So anyway, a lot going on. You're just looking at a troubled world, a world without peace, and a world without the Prince of Peace. So hopefully have time. You can give Dan a call. We've got some specials. We're not putting out in writing because we don't have enough of it. But give Dan a call at our office, 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812. We do have some fractional gold at some decent prices. A lot of people we know that 1 ounce of gold's hard to barter with. It's worth $2,000 an ounce. It's hard to get change. That's what silver is for barter. It's more of a industrial metal than gold, which is a monetary metal. But going back, what I said last about the central banks, goodness gracious, look every week what the central banks of Turkey, Russia, China, India, Argentina, Brazil, all these banks are buying every month, buying gold. They know there's going to be a new gold standard at some time, not the too distant future. I don't have any information for you on that, except that I know it's, excuse me, I know it's coming. So anyway, if you have that, give us a call. Once again, 800-247-2812. With the bi-monthly precious metals market update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.